Welcome back. Witness number 1 and number 2. For continuation of your testimonies before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind both of you that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, ma.
Mr. Bachili and Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
You're welcome back.
Thank you, ma.
Yes. Council.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Yes, Mr. Bachili, Demba's trading. You guys knew that he was a secretary to the Rohimailo's initiative, correct?
Yes.
And so why would he be awarded several contracts with that influence? Why? Now I ask you because you're the head of the procuring organization. You're the head of the CEO of BCC.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, he was given several contracts as we earlier agreed.
Because of the relationship with the mayor?
Yes.
You ever had a conversation with the mayor?
I had a commotion. What?
Conversation with the mayor about this? About Demba's trading?
Yeah, of course.
Tell us.
Conversation regarding giving him the contracts.
Giving him contracts, considering him for contracts, the idea that he even is bidding for contracts, even being told by the mayor that yes, he is bidding for contracts. We want to know.
Yeah, it falls under all those areas.
Tell us.
It mentioned, to give him the contracts.
Just tell us exactly what happened.
Because some of the, if I could recall, some of the contracts.
Yes.
Like I remember, most of the contracts were in the areas of metalwork.
Metalwork.
Yeah, well, he stayed in Banjul, especially with regards to the cleansing vehicle.
Right.
Because some of their metallic works with the cleansing vehicles, if they have problems.
Right.
At times, especially during the weekends.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of the reasons he advanced for us to consider him for some of these works.
The mayor will tell you, our CEO,
Yes,
will tell you what?
that we should consider him if it comes to such works because of his proximity.
Okay. All right. And it is along those lines that you consider and give him the contract.
Yeah.
Good. Now, please.
Mr. Bachili, Mr. Kamara said, out of every 10 approvals, 9 instructions that come directly from the mayor, which is also in black and white. That is what Mr. Kamara said. Is that correct?
Can I make a clarity about what you mean black and white?
That is to say, it's instruction.
Yeah.
He writes to say, just like, for example, please giving you directives to act or to pay funds.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I getting it correct, Mr.
No,
Kamara?
Yes, you are. You are spot on.
That out of every 10,
Everything comes from her. Out of
Yes.
every 10, 9 come from her.
comes from the mayor through you for action, not for discussion in writing.
Yeah, I'll go with that. But then,
Sorry, what is your answer?
yeah, my answer is yes.
Thank you.
But-
All right. So, Council.
Could you say something?
Yes. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something.
Yes.
Because, like, he quoted statistically 9 out of 10.
He is just trying to paint a picture.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
He's just trying to say, for whatever we are doing, whatever you guys were doing, you understand? 99% are direct instructions that come from her. Basically, that is what Mr. Kamara, if
Yeah,
I get in.
I will go with that. But then maybe if I was to give a statistical representation, maybe I would say 7.
70.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Yes.
But do you still agree that
Yes.
that is um
No, I agree, definitely.
that is
No.
that is not supposed to be what you are to do as CEO and Director of Finance,
Yes,
Yes.
right?
that's true.
Because the financial manual is very clear. It says what your responsibility is, and it categorically also states what the finance director's responsibility is.
Yeah.
But then you receive instruction,
Yes.
7 out of 10,
Yes.
that you should act.
Yes.
So generally, according to Mr. Kamara, again, he says if she is aware that there is funding, she just directs you to take action, that is to pay, without following due process. Is that not what you said, Mr. Kamara?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So that is the situation.
I would tend to disagree with that.
Sorry?
I would tend to disagree with that.
Okay.
If you're telling me that all the payment instructions that we receive with regards to the payments of various activities,
Yes.
I would say that the due process, okay, to a large extent, is myself minuting to the director of finance, and I think that was very crucial that he himself, as a director of finance, if he goes with it with the idea of paying, as instructed by myself to the mayor, that's what used to happen.
Okay, Mr. Kamara, you said you.
Yes, I want to say something.
Yeah.
And I will quote the CEO is here. We've worked 3 years together. And in 1805, Vice Admiral Harato Nelson told the British troops at Trafalgar against the Spanish that England expect everyone to do his duty. In BCC, the CEO went to sleep. CEO went to sleep. The mayor took over her portfolio, took over the portfolio of the CEO, and took over my portfolio and killed all pillars in BCC, special procurement, were all brought down. And the mayor became the CEO, became the director of finance, and became the procurement. This is the reality. England expect everyone to do his duty. At BCC, we never did our job. Mayor took over with her troops.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes. Mr. Bachelet, of course, you agree with that. No?
To a large extent, yes.
Yeah. It can't be all. The idea is the majority, even one instance where the mayor becomes director of finance, that would not be correct. The one single moment that the CEO becomes director of finance, that would not be correct. The moment that the finance director becomes the CEO or the mayor, even once, that would not be correct. And if it happens multiple times, it's enough to break down an institution. Really enough. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Mr. Bachelet? Good. And that's what exactly happens in BCC. And so, of course, for the minor payments, you guys can do them on yourselves. For the ones that matters in your context, one person decides, and that's how it goes.
Yes.
Now, the conflict of interest I was referring to, you find this in example, the Gambia Public Procurement Act of 2022 on page 28, section 24, where you have fraud, corruption, and conflict of interest. We're still talking about demonstrated, where it reads the procurement processes and the award of contracts shall be free of fraud, corruption, collusion practices, coercive practices, obstructive practices, and conflict of interest. That A, corrupt practice is the offering, giving, receiving, or soliciting directly or indirectly of anything of value to influence improperly the actions of another person or another party. You read that, correct?
Yeah.
So that if the mayor influences the decision making, like you have explained to us, demonstrating that in the legal sense would amount to corruption. Do you agree?
Mm.
You agree? You agree, Mr. Camara?
Yes, I do.
And this goes to other procurement as
Yes,
well.
yes.
B says fraudulent practice is any act or omission, including misrepresentation, that knowingly or recklessly misleads or attempts to mislead a party to obtain financial or other benefits or to avoid an obligation. C, collusive practices is the arrangement between two or more parties designed to achieve an improper purpose, including to influence improperly the actions of another party. So influence is important here.
Yes.
It's important, no
Yes.
matter what, whether it is perceived influence or whether um, it is direct influence or indirect influence. Whether it is the actions is overt, the person tells you exactly do this, or they use their position to dictate an action. So this is coercive practice is the impairing of or harming or threatening to impair or harm directly or indirectly any party or the property of the party to influence improperly the actions of a party. Now, the procurement that was done in PCC, and especially for the ones we have reviewed, PCC issue of Keba and Sons, we know that there is a degree of influence, correct? Because of the relationship with the mayors, Mr. Kamal.
Yeah, I was not there at the time, but that's
That's
the reality.
That's the reality.
Yes.
And demonstrated, of course, both of you have admitted, correct?
Yes.
Good. Now, back to the finance director. You were discussing your role.
Yes.
We know you worked in a very rather unique environment, and the CEO was there as well. The political branch took over. We keep on telling you that they are saying it is your job. We know whose problem it is, but they are now saying, well, partly it's also because you are to be blamed. Is that a fair statement to
That's,
some extent?
yeah, that's true. But it's through coercion.
It's true.
It's through coercion.
Through
And
coercion.
threats,
Queer coercion.
harassment, threats, verbal assault, physical assault. This goes on a daily basis. On a daily
But is
basis.
that correct? You have never been coerced.
I think maybe you should elaborate more.
No, you tell me. As CEO, the ball starts from playing from you, from the politician. The person they talk to first is the administrative head. If the administrative head is beaten to the game, every other person is most likely going to fall in the same game.
Okay, should I answer the question?
Yes.
Okay, I have told you earlier on, I would not say harassed or abused.
Okay.
I was not abused by nobody. But
Was it willingly done?
no, I'm coming.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to elaborate on, which I think I started earlier on, was the
Right.
fact that one thing that I've seen uh, relating to the management of the council
Right.
is that during these past years,
Please proceed. Just go ahead.
during these past years, we had some scenarios in which if we tend to, let's say, disagree
Yes.
with the mayor, the next thing is the matters are taken up by the ministry.
By the
Ministry. Some interventions
and
have been made during these past more than 7 years.
like example.
Yeah, for example, if you people waste time in helping me to do A, B, and C, I will have no other option than to refer the matter to the ministry. And during such occurrences, we've seen that your voice as an administrator at the council is really heard.
I'm confused. So you mean the ministry was siding with the mayor all the time, for the most part of it?
For the most part of it, yes.
And the mayor is saying the opposite, saying that I'm being frustrated by the ministry as well. So which one?
I took an oath.
Yeah, of course.
And as a CEO, I am supposed to tell you exactly what transpired.
Right. I know.
And my experience was that we've encountered such cases.
You have examples?
Even with the issue of like travels.
Yes.
For example, issue of travels. I had told you earlier on that, I had once approached the mayor regarding the selection of very junior officers to accompany her on her travels,
Right.
which has not been the norm in council. For example, what I have been to is that if, let's say, a mayor cannot attend to a meeting, for example, both locally and internationally, it's normally maybe the deputy mayor or maybe a leading councillor,
Yes.
senior one,
Correct.
or the CEO.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, I told her not once or twice, but then if it reaches the ministry, it's not a problem.
Declare.
Declare. So in the end, you start realizing that maybe your voice here is not very important again.
Okay. Mr. Camara?
Yes, I think the mayors didn't do justice to the troops. She sat here and she knew fully well that the power she held, like me for an example, I have had 4 appointments that I with the then PS2 of local government, Safi Sankare Faraj,
Right.
to see her on issues of council.
Right.
The door was forever shut on me. So, and again, I was the linchpin, I was the coordinator of the National Assembly Select Committee on local government. And I can still remember the subject matter specialist who taught me in primary 6 at Farafenni. Came with them. I was the one coordinating, doing the groundwork until when they entered mayor's office. 5 minutes into the meeting, I was not caught upon.
Right.
So the mayor goes around, sell her agenda, bully people, write fake things against people, get them sent on leave, get them terminated.
I can agree that she writes fake things against people.
She does because
But
in the PS,
Camara.
a data finance, having 4 appointments to see a permanent secretary.
No, but the point that you said she writes fake things against the people is what I don't want to agree with unless I say evidence.
You can use another synonym for fake, unfounded things against staff. Because with the war that
I don't agree. What?
Like for instance, when CEO and co wanted to send me on administrative leave because council was having financial issues, that was not fair. And again, I wrote, and prior to writing, I booked several appointments to see the PS. I couldn't see her. And again, taking the internal auditors and trying to transfer them to cleansing services. And then she said, yes, she said, I'm giving them loans. That's why they're doing my job. That was not the truth. I found the beef. I found the problem between CEO's management, the mayor, and the internal auditors prior to my coming. And when I came, I told him, he's on my left here, that please, I have never seen anywhere in this globe where a management will go against auditors, especially internal auditors. They are the sweepers before the convoy comes. Let's strengthen them. And he told me in his good heart here, if you can talk peace, go ahead. And then when in the meeting days of the steering committee, they said the auditor, they are sending BCC's vouchers and documents on the internet. They will not sit on the steering committee. I said, yes, but for me, I will not go or I'll not sign anything that has not gone through the internal auditors.
Now, Mr. Kamar.
Yeah, can I just finish?
Yes.
Even if they don't sit here, their allowance, let it be paid.
Now,
and I was able to get, now,
Mr. Kamara, then we have a situation.
Yes.
Where does your discretion as finance director come in? Did you exercise it? And for the most part where you did not exercise it, why was it difficult to exercise it? For instance, Fatu Benga.
Yes.
Several vouchers paid in the name of Fatu Benga. That is to say, in the name of the mayors. I told
yes.
So because Fatu Benga will raise these requests in the name of the mayor.
Yes.
On the authority of the mayors, and payments are made in her name. Money is withdrawn and given to these people. Most of which are supposed to go along with guidelines and regulations as per the Financial Manual, the Financial Audit Act, and the Procurement Act and Regulation. Everything bypassed and everything was done in a rather, if you're an expert in finance.
Yes.
This doesn't happen anywhere.
Yes.
So why did you sign? When I look at it, I say signature, Director of Finance.
Yes. Yeah, but
Director of Finance, it is wrong. He signed it.
yes.
Why?
Yes. I am on my 7th appearance today.
Right.
And I've told you from day one that the mayor has a regime of coercion, intimidation, threats,
Right.
insults, and order to get her agenda
Right.
going.
Right.
And I didn't go to business to die. Some people died. They were stressed. They died on the picket lines. One was our cleansing service manager. What actually?
You were afraid to die.
Yes.
That's your reason.
Yes. And then
Or you need to leave and go to business.
yes.
Leave.
Ultimately, it got there.
No, leave.
Ultimately, it got there when I said I am not part of
You
management.
were there for how long?
I'm not going to your meetings.
You were there for how long?
After 2 years.
You were there for how long? 3 years?
2 years. Some months.
Almost 3 years.
Yes.
Leave the job.
Yes. Ultimately, that's what. But
Not ultimately.
Yes.
Leave the job immediately.
you are right.
You
But
not.
yes. But again, I did everything humanly possible.
No. It's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Mr. Camara, the point is maybe it's easier said than done on my side. I don't think so. I think we are professionals for a reason.
Yes.
You are different from the person in the street who is not qualified in finance,
Yes.
who is not an expert in this area.
Yes.
Mr. Bachili is occupied the office of the CEO for a reason.
Yes.
Even without qualification, the presumption is you are qualified.
Yes.
More or less like talk of you having qualifications.
That's true.
You went through school, got your degrees, got your education. In between those lines lies character, personality, dedication to duty, and loyalty.
That's true. Yeah. Ultimately, we're gonna.
Ultimately,
Ultimately.
is that not the case?
Yes, that's true.
Therefore, you cannot, under any circumstance, do things, especially repeatedly,
Mhm.
things that you know are definitely out of place.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You tell me you don't want to die, you're gonna die ultimately, Mr. Kamara.
Yes.
So why? What was happening? Because the responsibility
Yes.
now falls back on your heads, shared responsibility. Because every signature you put on these documents or these vouchers or these checks, knowing fully well it is wrong, no matter the explanation, it's going to help, which is good. Your honesty is good. Both of you, it's going to help in administering the local government area councils in a much more better way in future. But it does not remove your responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a valid point, and I cannot agree more with what you have said. But again, looking at it again, the mayor is sat here, and I think when we come up to the commission here, the lessons that are going to be driven from this commission is for Gambians now and forever. We should help Gambia, even if we are found wanting. We should accept and move on. When that day the GPP elected came to say don't procure the lights, approval is not given. What she said here, it's not true. She's aware and she said, no, man and father, I'm going to go ahead and get these lights. When I said, we're buying you the top.
Of course,
Yes.
she admits to that subsequently.
Yes.
But the LED lights, can we have the vouchers for the LED lights? The LED lights,
Yes.
for instance, I recall saying correspondence is written by you, Mr. Kamara,
Yes.
to the CEO, which seemingly emanates from the mayors. And I told her, and she accepts that, but that's the only logical conclusion to draw from the correspondence, which is, if you look at the letter you wrote, Director of Finance to the CEO, 9th May 2022, you were doing procurement. As you will explain, as Director of Finance. It says continuation of project. In our bid for continuation of the lead light projects, it is our urgent quest to procure 35 sample lead lights from Dakar, Senegal. Are you following?
Very well.
This third scheduled procurement of sample LED lights from Senegal came against the backdrop of Banjul Muslim elders courtesy call on the Lord Mayor at her residence on the 8th of May 2022. How do you know that the Banjul Muslim elders met the mayor at her residence on the 8th of May 2022?
That was verbatim. She called me and told me, I want you to do A, B, and C for me, like many things that I have done for her over the years. I'll give a couple of letters that she will always call me in her private hour to go to her office and she will be responsible to write to the EU embassy or to write for funding or to write other letters. And on this day, when she summoned me for this impress,
yes,
I listened with the CEO. But prior to listening to the CEO, we were three of us were in her office, and she built up a case scenario later which was proven to be true. Because I said the director of planning is in-house. This is his job, not my job. He said, no, the director of planning, I'm not going to work with him moving forward because we have spent 11 million on an abattoir that is not still commissioned. Two, he said, Crab Island toilets, 2 toilets are constructed at the cost of 3 million. Because of these 2 problems that the director of planning has done, I'm not working with him moving forward. So please help me draft these things so that we can procure these lights. I came to see you actually.
Can the director of planning spend 11 million? You were there?
Yes.
Spent 11 million under your watch.
On an abattoir.
Yes, under your watch.
No, not me. I was not there then.
Okay. I asked whether you were there.
Yes.
CEO, how can that happen?
And 2 toilets for 3 million.
We have that. We have that.
I heavily disagree with this 11 million for the abattoir.
How much?
That's
the 11 million did not pass through proper procurement.
It's not 11 million.
You see, the amount.
I'm not talking about the procurement.
How much?
I'm talking about the figure.
How much is abattoir?
I don't remember exactly, but it's definitely not 11
Okay,
million.
find out.
Yes,
find out, Mr. Bachele. Tell us exactly how much it is as far as you're concerned.
And also the gravel and toilets.
Yes.
It's not 3 million. Certainly not.
No. You can tell us.
That's less than I think less than even $1 million for the.
No, you can tell us your own version. We have the figures. We have the figure, but you can tell us your own version as well. But my point is that can only be made possible because you in BCC failed to follow procurement regulations and financial guidelines, correct?
No, we're not detesting that. Absolutely.
You know?
But I'm just talking about the figures. I think the figures are
the figures
intentionally inflated. Well, over the right by himself.
No, when we go back to memory lane, Mohammed Cham, who was then the director of finance, was given by the Lord Mayor to tabulate the abattoir and the toilets. And those documents are with Mohammed Cham, and the mayor was given a copy. And the CEO, the task was already done of how much was spent on the abattoir and how much was spent on the toilets. And based against that backdrop, Mayor told me he is not moving forward, going to work with the director of planning, which is Katim Ture, and let me write this letter so that they can go and procure the lights.
We'll move on with Mr. Katim Ture. Mr. Katim Ture's issue is a special issue regarding the abattoir. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. But the bottom line is, I think we all agree that it did not pass through the normal process. Mr. Bachel.
No, it's not true. In-house. It did not pass through the body.
Good. And which was against regulations.
Yeah.
It was unlawful.
Yeah.
Good.
And to add to what I have just said, I want to send some of these letters, of high-profile letters, that the mayor gave me to write on behalf of herself, and she'll sign them to State House, to the EU, to the Moroccan embassy, and all those.
Okay, let me just conclude on this.
Yes.
And the further, some of the burning issues that cropped up during the visit was the darkness and lack of street lights in some residents of the city. This is a bit in the continuation with the said project have faced with the issue of the lack of LED lights locally and the need to solve endemic darkness challenges in the city of Banjul. When you wrote this, you had no idea for sure whether there were no LED lights in Gambia, correct?
No.
In fact, what is in evidence is that the Lebanese guy, is it Omar Budi had just supplied LED lights prior to this and is claiming that council owed him balance, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so therefore, we will suggest that there were businesses in the Gambia that could provide these LED lights. Mr. Kamara, you agree with that?
Yes.
Mr. Bachili, you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and so, Mr. Kamara, why will you write things in letters to your CEO, signing these letters, knowing fully well they are not verified?
Yes. I told you the scenario already. When that story was brought and the evidences were brought that Katim from henceforth is not going to work with Katim. So it remained 3 of us. And I asked the CEO, was it intended for that to finance to ask for the impress? He said yes. Then I went and tried, and then he approved it. And the money.
No. Who advises the CEO on finance? It should be the reverse.
Yes, but this was my first interaction, because when I came looking at the past audit reports, I didn't give impress.
You don't?
So I didn't give any impress.
Yes.
So it was the first time to come to confrontation with raising an impress in council. And as a CEO who has been here over the years, he should be able to advise me for the first time as to what are the norms.
No, I disagree. If the CEO is to advise you, then you cannot serve as a proper check and balance to the CEO.
No, for the advice that I sought from him was it right for me as a director of finance to raise this impress and hand over the money to Margaret Saba to go and procure the lights in Dhaka?
What do you think? As at the time you were asking the question, what was in your mind?
It was wrong.
Okay, so you knew it was wrong.
That's wrong. Yes.
Then you needed no confirmation.
No, I just wanted to establish my position and doubts. If I had walked into CEO and said,
right,
I wouldn't have done it.
You would?
I would not have done it.
Okay.
Yes.
But my point is, you are just asking the CEO that question, just trying to tell the CEO indirectly that this is not correct. It's not like you do not know, you knew.
No, at the time, yes,
you knew. So it was more or less like a way of
it was wrong.
Protesting
it was wrong.
That we should not do this, but do you think we should go ahead? So now, CEO, please.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
Because one thing I can tell you for certain, most of these people who came here and gave testimony, including himself, the director of audit, all of them, they were in very good terms with the mayor.
Okay.
I'll repeat it twice. They were in very good terms with the mayor.
Right.
That memo that he wrote emanated from Powercom. With Powercom, we started a trial basis.
Right.
Moscow.
Right.
Private area.
Correct.
And when the time came for us to launch a full-scale program,
right,
the lights were not in supply anymore in town.
Right.
So he himself and the director, former director of internal audit, they were at the mayor's office convincing her that these people, especially Bachili and Katin, are out to sabotage this lightning
Right.
program. So that's the reason why yourself, the lead counsel, when you read the memo, it was unconventional. He was not the one who was supposed to have written to me. He was not the one who was supposed to have written to me. And by coming here saying that he had come to my office to consult me, I'm afraid that's not true.
No. Again.
He came and gave me the memo
Again.
which I did not understand then. But I said no, because the mayor was of the impression that we were out to sabotage the program. And then they were very in the good books of her, and then they convinced her.
So where are you? So
I've never had problems with her.
Yes. No. So where are you in the good books?
They themselves know that. They themselves know that. With me and the mayor, I've told you once that the first time, I think the second time I came here, that at times you could be outside and you hear the two of us exchanging words and things.
Yes, but that doesn't mean.
So me, I've never had issues with people I work
The main
with.
problem here.
So I just wanted to make that clear.
That's good you have said that. The main issue here is Mr. Camara said that there were gaps. Mr. Camara suggests that perhaps a CEO or a mayor mayor's rights or obligations may be curtailed by regulation, which suggests that the mayors or the political branch seem to be more powerful than they are, and there is a gap because the CEO or the finance director may not know where their power stops, and so on and so forth. And I want to see examples. I want to see where in the manual, which part of the manual is not very clear, which will allow the political branch to take advantage. You guys have any example of that in the manual or any act regarding local government area council that would not be expressly stated so much so that it will be a gray area which will be exploited by the political branch?
Okay, for me, based on my experience,
Right.
it's like what the books say is one thing, but when it comes to the actualities on the ground, it's a different thing.
Why?
And then the books.
Why is it a different thing?
That's what I had tried to explain to you earlier on.
Right.
In many ways. That, for example, if cases emanate from the council,
Right.
they go to the ministry.
Right.
I used to think like before, some of the permanent secretaries we used to have before,
Correct.
they never used to interfere in that way.
Right.
They will seek the opinion of all those who are reported
Right.
there, or those who are involved in matters, and then they're able to chat way forward. For me, that was my initial experience.
Right.
When I joined local government.
Right.
But not like issues arising from the council.
Right.
Going to the ministry, less than 24 hours, like outcomes are decided.
Right.
So that had played a significant role in our functional relationship.
Right.
That I agree with.
Right. Mr. Camara?
Yes, please.
Where's the gap?
Yeah, the gap, when it comes, like, for instance, payments that land on my desk,
Right.
to pay or to facilitate,
Right.
does not emanate from the CEO where it should emanate. Because there's always an authority that is coming from the mayor is to him, then to me.
The Director of Finance, this role states 204, that the Director of Finance is the head of the finance department of the council and shall be responsible for the overall coordination and control of the accounting functions of council, supervision of the accounting staff, production of the annual financial statement. They even said you can't prepare a financial statement.
Yes.
Is that true?
No, that's not true, because when you are walking with your enemies, even if you are dancing in water, they'll say you are throwing dust in their eyes. I came, I had no staff. The Director of Finance is not a one-man department. If the ranks and file, the acting senior accounts clerk,
a financial statement?
the financial manager,
Did you
have,
prepare a financial statement?
yes, I do.
Did you prepared one?
Yes, I did. All the 3 years that I've been there.
You prepared.
Yes, and again,
Bank reconciliations?
yes, the bank reconciliation was not being done because I inherited
Did you prepare a bank reconciliation?
10 years.
But did you prepare?
No, I didn't have the time to prepare it because I asked for support to bring in staff to help me do those roles. Because if you look at,
You have a finance manager.
no, what do you need to understand, lead counsel? Bank reconciliation is a low cadre finance function. I did bank reconciliation
It's not local.
10 years.
Never local.
No, it is.
Why? How?
It is.
How?
Bank reconciliation is the job of accounts clerk, account assistants.
It's the camera.
Yeah, can I finish?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Let me finish.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It does.
No.
It does.
Let me tell you why it doesn't make sense.
No, it does.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I finish? Bank reconciliation. In my early days, my forming days, 20 years ago, I was doing bank reconciliation. Rising through the ranks, being a director of finance. You cannot expect a director of finance to sit and be doing bank reconciliation.
We do.
Director of finance?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Why?
It's not a core function of a director of finance.
It's your core function.
Yes.
The law says it's your core function. Here, it says the director of finance, his responsibility, 204, is the production of annual financial statement, interpretation, analysis of accounts, return. He is specifically, I know what you are saying.
As a director of finance, I'm not a standalone. I have staff that work. I have staff that work under me.
Allow me to read what the law says. I know exactly what you are trying to say. Then you need a staff that need to prepare it. And we will get there, Mr. Camara. Is that a fair deal?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. And then talking to you, I said, no, it's a low kind of function.
Yeah, and I disagree with that.
No, you cannot disagree because I can give you,
I cannot disagree.
You cannot disagree because you are not a finance man.
I am.
I am giving you documentation.
I am a finance guy.
Okay. What
else?
No, what I say is that bank reconciliation, I have done it in my normal years.
Will you allow me to read you what the law says? Then you explain why it is not, why you could not do it, and I will tell you why I think you can do it. Will that be fair? So, good. It says he will be specifically on page 11, specifically answerable to the Chief Executive Officer for the following duties: general supervision of the accounting functions, the proper allocation, recording, and custody of all revenues of council, examination of payment vouchers to ensure it goes on the bank reconciliation statement. Do you see that?
I do.
Is it stated there? Is stated as part of your responsibilities?
Yes.
Is that a misclassification of roles?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
As a director of finance, I am at the apex. I'm the head of the finance department.
Right.
And then in my second day presentation,
right,
I told someone we need to revisit. We need to visit some of our governing instruments.
Right.
And I have those documents.
Correct.
In 2021, when I was when I was the accounts clerk of the Day Chocolate Company.
Yes.
Guildford Street, Tower Bridge in London. I used to do bank reconciliation. It was part of my role.
When you were accounts clerk?
Yes, then I was an accounts clerk.
Okay.
Rising through the ranks, Director of Finance will not, and student.
When you were accounts clerk, where?
When I
was an accounts clerk in which institution?
The Day Chocolate Company in London. The DAY Chocolate Company.
Okay.
The Day Chocolate Company.
That's what you want to tender here?
Yes. In Tower Bridge.
What is that?
I used to prepare.
What is that document?
These are certifications
of
my rules then.
No, Mr. Camara, we don't doubt your qualification, your experience. So
and
the side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So having said that,
right.
Director of Finance, the team that I have,
yes,
should do bank reconciliation.
Okay.
And I have more strategic roles.
And they haven't done it.
Yes. And I inherited 10 years of bank reconciliation that has not been done.
Right.
And I wrote to that effect to remedy.
Where's the letter?
It's here. It's there. 5 pages.
What document is this? These are all memos that you have written.
Yes. All there.
All you have written. Can we have this admitted?
Yes. It's 2 of them.
But
Yes, specifically.
we applied data.
Number one, let us just
Yes. Thank you.
and by the way, Mr. Kamara, there
Yes.
some documents that you needed to
Yes.
to bring.
Yeah, the letters here.
Just admit everything now,
Yes.
so he can go back to. You said it's 2 books, right?
Yes, 2 books.
Yes.
Some of these are not signed.
Yes, because the signatures are, when I draft them, the Lord Mayor signs them and it goes to State House or the EU discharge.
Okay. For these ones, we will go through it during the break time.
Yes.
And see the ones we need. Hold this. We apply to tender 2 documents. The first is attachments and extracts, memos, reports, and publications and others. The statement of MOMODOU CAMARA Director of Finance, Banjul City Council. The second is also a compilation of memos, memos addressed to various recipients, written by the Director of Finance. And we have a memo dated the 21st of November 2023 that is directly in connection with the subject matter we're discussing, Mr. Kamara, right now. Correct? That is the memo with the topic lessons driven from the management meetings on the audit responses and the way forward.
Yes. And the problems that I inherited when I came.
Yes.
It's bulky. They are about 7 pages.
That will be on the 12th page of the document to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
Um, attachments, extracts, memos, reports, publications, and others to statement of MOMODOU CAMARA, Director of Finance, Banjul City Council, covering the period November 2020 to February 2024. It also contains audit queries for the financial years 2021 and 2022 respectively. That is the first volume. The second volume, it reads to Acting Senior Accounting Officer from Director of Finance, and it is dated 24th of January 2024. And it is directives from the Office of the CEO as agreed by the management of BCC, and these are memos contained therein. These two documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MC in brackets 1/027.
Ask the commission, please. Now, Mr. Kamara. Yes, Kamara.
More documents to tender. One is FPAC lessons on the way forward. When the BCC management were summoned by FPAC in 2023, when we came back, I wrote to the CEO what we needed to do in order to mitigate the problem that we found at the National Assembly.
Okay.
And then
let us see that, please.
I also have this letter of service from the Day Chocolate Company in 2004.
From
the Day Chocolate Company of the United Kingdom.
okay.
Letter of service to debunk those assertions about the bank reconciliation. That during my time at the Day Chocolate Company, I used to do the bank reconciliation in 2004.
I told you, we do not
Okay.
have an issue with your qualification or your competence in drafting a bank reconciliation.
Yes.
Or a finance director.
Yes.
You remind us, what is your level of education in this area?
I'm a chartered accountant.
You are a chartered accountant.
And I make handsome money preparing financial statement for private businesses.
Okay, I would not advise you to say that.
Yes.
But my point is, by virtue of your qualification, there is a presumption that you are competent. Do you understand?
Yes, that's true.
And that should be enough.
Yes, and again,
that should be enough.
Yes,
that should be honest. We have a problem at hand.
Yes.
We want to know why.
Okay.
We have no bank reconciliation.
Let us have those documents admitted.
Yes.
Then we can do the discussion after break, because the signal is going to go now. Just give her all that you have so that we have it admitted.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Kamara, again, please hold your certificates.
Okay.
Again, it is deemed that you are competent. Individual. You don't need to repeat that.
Thank you.
The two documents are a memo from the Director of Finance to the CEO with the topic lessons and the way forward, the FPAC, 2nd February 2023, and a memo addressed to the Director of Managing Director, addressed to MOMODOU CAMARA, Audit Department of Internal Audit Control, from the Managing Director, with the subject commendation for innovative thinking and or creativity. This written by ML Jiba,
SSHFC.
Come again?
SSHFC, Managing Director, Social Security and Housing Finance Corporation.
This your time when you were
Yes
with Social Security.
Yes.
Okay. We also return you this one.
Okay.
As well. but the FPAC lessons learned is within during your time as the finance director of PCC, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. We only apply to tender a memo from the director of finance to the CEO of 2nd February 2023. The FPAC lessons and the way forward.
We may rise. I'll admit this document when we come back.